We continue our special Pride Month coverage today. A recent survey by Colorado has some disturbing numbers for transgender and non-binary kids. It found 45% of transgender students considered suicide. 37% of non-binary kids also considered suicide. Compare that to 10% of their other peers. And joining us now is Dr. Anne-Marie Amelia. She's a psychiatrist with Pathlight Mood and Anxiety here in Denver. Thank you so much for being here to discuss this super heavy and important topic.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, why do you think that disparity is? Why do you think those numbers are the way they are?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things to look at here. One, we can start by saying it's actually really hard to be a kid, a trans kid or a non-binary kid in this world today. It's very difficult to be in this world and have an uncertain sense of who you are. So the tasks of growing up is to figure out who you are. That's the main job of being an adolescent, is to find out who you are and grow from it. These kids start with an uncertain sense of self and some discomfort in their body, who they are, right from the beginning of their identity development in their earliest ages. And then they're growing up in a world that actually it's mean to them. Mm-hmm. We're not nice to these kids. We haven't figured out how to create validating environments and safe places for them to explore their identity and to understand better who they are. That's on us. We can't keep giving it to these kids to figure this out. We really do need to build places where they can talk about who they are, explore who they are, all the parts of themselves, not just their gender, but we're not doing a very good job with that.
It's on all of us, right? It's not a one-person thing. We can't point the finger at just one person. It's all of us.
Right. And it's not just the families that need to fix it. It's not just especially not just the kids.
Yeah. Are there any warning signs that parents can look out for to maybe kind of help them navigate this situation as they help their kids?
Yeah, we watch for signs of depression or hopelessness, and we also look for reactions to kids being picked on. Bullying is a huge risk factor. We watch for places where kids aren't feeling supported or safe to be who they truly are, and we watch for symptoms of depression, which might be more frequent crying or grumpiness. It might be pulling away from contacts or supports, losing interest in things that they previously liked to do. And then most importantly, if they're talking about hopelessness, they don't think things will get better, and then if they start to vocalize intent or curiosity or even or any sort of thoughts about ending their own life, that is a red flag that we can't ignore.
So we know the problems, right? Let's talk about some of the solutions. What are some things that maybe we can say to some of these kids, Dr. Amelia? Is there any phrase or just any message that you think is helpful to convey to them?
Yeah. I mean, what we need to do, and all of us need to do, we just need to wrap our arms around these kids and kind of tell them that it is okay for them to be whoever it is that they're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. We allow them to explore things with curiosity in a safe way. Most important thing, we're creating a gender-affirming culture for them, a gender and a safe place for them to be who they are. We say it's okay to be you, and we don't just say it's okay, we say we love it. So that's the most important thing. And then in the healthcare world, we actually have to be creating gender-affirming, safe healthcare environments. We have to be creating school spaces, religion, places of worship, where kids can feel safe to go and explore themselves there too.
And of course, this is an important message year-round, right? Not just during the month of June, not just during Pride.
Absolutely. So we need to make sure that we understand that the emotional and psychological trauma of rejection is real for these kids. And when that comes from their peers, from society, and even from lawmakers and doctors, then we've got to change. It's on us.
Yeah. Dr. Amelia, thank you so much for the great advice and just kind of pointing things out for us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.